Recently, I've been having trouble playing any new games. It feels very similar to when you scroll on Netflix for an infinite amount of time because there's so much content on there, but none of it really strikes your interest. And while I'm sure that there's great things in there, how do I know which ones they are? So even the rare cases where I do start playing a new game and I get cutscenes and escort missions, when I'm not invested in the plot, I could not care about these less. And when I'm not caring about the game, but I still have to play it, it ultimately just leads me to shut it off yet again. It reminds me a lot of a specific era in gaming. Flash games. Flash games were always housed in these massive websites that had thousands and thousands of games. So even when you find one that looks cool, you play a bit, you lose, you get pissed. It's just as many clicks to restart as it would be to just go find another game that, hey, maybe you like more. So rarely was it a common occurrence to actually complete a Flash game. I mean, so many of them just don't have endings, and even the ones that do are often a grind, or at least a commitment that doesn't always pay itself back. But there will always be one Flash game that understands this very problem. But first, its predecessors. The Last Stand is a very simple game, but still kinda unique in the whole zeitgeist of Flash games. There are a lot of defense Flash games, but 99% of them are tower defense Flash games. But in The Last Stand, you got a gun, you got a barricade, and you gotta defend yourself. It's a very simple premise, and I don't believe it has an ending. But ultimately, there's no reason to go back and play this game because The Last Stand 2 is just better. It takes the same gameplay formula and just improves it in every way. Not only does it run better, and by that I mean doesn't lag on a fucking 1060 Ti, every single part of this game feels better. Switching weapons, using weapons, reloading. The searching mechanics are completely overhauled from, ooh, let's click this button to get more stuff, to, okay, which house do I want to search? Each one of them has a different amount of time it would take to search, and I only have a limited amount of time before the next wave of zombies, so where do I go? And on top of that, this game actually has like a story. Not necessarily a super deep one. They give you like a backstory for the zombies, and then they say, hey, go to Union City. But even that little bit makes it feel like you're actually progressing towards something instead of just repeating the same waves on loop. And speaking of Union City, this is our titular game for this video. Despite everything the previous games have set up, this is now a semi-open world side-scrolling zombie shooter game. And a pretty good one at that. For the cost of completely free, playable on anything, this is about as good as you can get. Despite being played in a browser, this game has so much content to it. Like, there's genuinely a massive amount of variety in this game. You can not only customize your character, customize your clothing, customize your build, customize what type of weapons you want to use. Do you like guns? Do you like bows? Do you like sharp melee weapons? Do you like blunt melee weapons? And within those categories, you still have a massive amount of stuff. And while this game is predominantly about the combat and protecting yourself and whatever partners you may find along the way from zombies, there are still plenty of moments that feel disconnected from that. There is the lock-picking minigames. There are times where the zombies bust through the roof and scare the fuck out of you. And while I wouldn't really call it a horror game, when I was 12 playing this shit and I hear something bust through the walls and that track start playing, goddamn did it make my little boy brain panic. While I do appreciate the variety in gameplay, let's be for real, this game is about killing fucking zombies. And it knows that. There are so many games out there that just don't have the writing quality to sustain a good story, yet they still feel it's necessary to have all these cutscenes and character development moments, and the whole time you just don't give a shit. But this game, while it does have story and dialogue, you don't have to pay attention to it. It is almost always clear where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to do, and even the people you do have to talk to, you can immediately just go, actually, I didn't hear what you said. Anyway, I'm gonna go find my wife. By the way, I named my character Ian Smosh, and he looks like that. I don't think Flash games will ever have a true comeback, but I do think people will talk about them till the end of time. When I see videos like Nakey Jakey's Flash Games Matter or Ludwig's Flash Game Tier List, I never see this game talked about. This game had millions of people playing it, as well as Markiplier. The point I'm trying to make is Markiplier never made an episode 2 to this video. Everyone in the comments wants this shit. I want this shit. Because I hate clout, I actually want you to have all the clout. And I know that if you make an episode 2, it'll have a lot of views. So,